Hello everyone, Gumball here, and welcome back to the Hermit Pack for Minecraft 1. Oh, whoops. 0.10.2, where today I've made a mathematical error. These make 8. And I put in... Oh, shoot, I smelted all my ore. That wasn't meant to happen. Okay, so I just smelted all my resonant ore, which is not what I was meant to do. We wanted to use that for crystals. Is there any way to revert this or turn this into liquid at all? No. Well then, it looks like I'll have to get more. However, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing today. I'm not entirely sure it's going to be deep resonance. I still have to figure it out. However, I wanted to start off by making the radiation suit so we could have the power gen on without constantly having hunger, which, as you can see there, we are getting. So I made some of these plates, and we can make ourselves some armor. And let's put 3 there, 4, 5. So if we do that, and then that. Oh shoot! I just crafted 2 legs. So that's never going to work, is it? I wonder if there's any way to use these? No. Okay, that's a bit of a waste. If these have durability though, that's fine. Every piece adds a bit of protection from radiation, so you can put that on. This suit looks a bit weird. Gosh, I'm in like a clay shell. But when standing over here near our machines, we shouldn't take any, or much at least, damage. Can we put this as a... No, I was hoping we could have this as a disguise slot, but I guess not. Nope, we don't seem to be taking any radiation. We go downstairs to where the generator is. We should be okay to stand here. No, okay, if you're too close then you'll still get the effects. Let's turn this off because that's enough spare power for now. That's what I want to get done to start with. I also wanted to make one of the machines so we can make some dense obsidian. However, we're going to need like... Ooh, gosh. About 100, maybe a little bit more obsidian before we can completely enclose that area. We'll probably want a little bit of dense glass as well. So maybe just a bit less than that, actually. So we need a good bit of obsidian, though, to encase the thing in, so I'll have to get some more. But what do we want to do today? So let's quickly just see what mods we have to see what we might look into. We want to get some drill upgrades. Maybe we'll just make this a blood magic. Make this a little quick fix episode. So we were interested in looking at Ender.io, so that we can get started with some basic machines. So in Ender.io, some basic machines include the... Can we see them here? Because we want to get some spawners and stuff set up, and this mod is a pretty secure way of going about that. Alloy smelter and sag mill. These are the things we're going to have to make first. Iron, flint, piston, more iron, some copper, redstone, and gold. So we're going to need 3 furnaces. We'll start with the smelter. We're going to need a cauldron. Now the alloy smelter we need a bit less than the sag mill because we have our powered furnace over there. But the alloy smelter lets us make certain types of ingots that are only available in this mod, so it is still pretty important. In fact, it might be more important. And then we're going to need some iron bars. Looks like we'll have to smelt some iron, so let's find the ore. I really need a proper storage system. Is that all the ore I've got? Shoot. Okay then, so this is the crusher. We'll throw that in there. We have power, good. Let's see. Make some iron bars. We probably don't have any copper. We have these and these. Let's do that because we're going to need 2 of these. There we go. Copper. Do we have any in here? No. Okay. That should be all we need. And this will also get us some gold, which is handy. Let's start smelting this stuff. I'm not sure how long our crystal's going to last, actually. So we'll have to make sure we have enough power left over to make another one of those. So we'll smelt this all up, and then I'll come back once we have some copper and can make these two basic machines. I'll also look at what else we can do, and we'll start with the episode properly. Okay, so we should now have everything we need. We're actually going to need the materials for a piston, which look like they're over there. That's nice. So we'll make ourselves a piston. There we go. And we really could do with a way of clearing that out. And then we're going to need 3 flint for this. Now I think I have flint over here. 5, yep. There we go. And we should have everything except a couple machine chassis. What am I missing? 1 redstone. Oh yeah, I had to use one for the piston. So we should have everything we need for another one. And we should be able to make a couple chassis, and then we can make 1 sag mill and 1 alloy smelter. Now I don't have anywhere particularly to put these, and I probably shouldn't put them down during a backup. However, we do have now the alloy smelter and the sag mill. I'm going to put them over here for now. We'll probably make a separate room for machines and stuff. I don't know where. Maybe we'll have an underground area and move all this stuff downstairs. We'll probably have down here our reactor, and then have an elevator here from RF Tools going underground. But for now, nice handy spot up here for us to go to. And is it dark? No. Okay. So what else are we going to need? So the mod has a load of stuff, but what we want to focus on are spawners, because we can afford to start working towards these at least. So they're going to need any type of skull, which I don't think we have any of. Let's see. Just check. Oh, we do have a skeleton skull. So we are going to need one of those for our first spawner. What else are we going to need? We're going to need a chassis. We're going to need some of that, some steel. We're going to need a slice and splice, and specifically a zombie head. So the slice and splice, oops, we'll take another skull. So we're going to need a few actually. And then we're going to need some vibrant alloys, which are made in the alloy smelter. So we'll start with the slice and splice, because that's one of the many machines that we'll need from the mod. And that's going to take some solarium, which is gold and soul sand. Now I did go get some soul sand recently when I went to the nether, so that should be here. And we're going to need 5 for the main thing to start with. We should have more gold than this, because I just cooked up a load. Do we have it in here? Yes. Okay, so we're going to need soul sand and that in the alloy smelter. And we're going to need 5 for the first thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2 for the processor. There we go. And we're going to want to hook these up to a wireless power thing. So we can unhook this for now. All of these have power. And then just transfer this from the ones it has to go to each time we need it. So we'll connect that. I think I forgot to mention last episode, if you shift right click on this laser wrench, you can make it so that the annoying red particle effects don't constantly display. So let's connect that. That should suck power out of there. We may need to start that up. And if we go back upstairs, that should now be getting power. There we go. It's filling up pretty quickly actually. It's going to use 20 RF per tick, and we're generating over 200 per tick. So that should fill up pretty swiftly. And then we have an indicator up here to tell us how far it is through each smelt. So it should reach that and then go back down to 0 and start again. Yes. There's our first solarium. And then the other things we're going to need were electrical steel, which we're going to have to prepare for with the sag mill, I believe. Yes, we're going to need silicon, and coal dust. So silicon from Ender.io is quartz in the alloy smelter, or we can put clay through the sag mill. We can also put redstone through there, actually. Now, I do believe I have redstone ore in here. No, actually, I don't have silk touch. So we're going to have to go with the clay, which we have here. We can run that through a few times. Do we have any more? Nope. So we'll run that through. Gosh, when it needs some power. About now. We'll have to reconnect that as well, actually. It's a good point. I don't think we can connect... well, actually, it should be able to connect to the network from this one, right? Let's see. It did connect. Okay, that's not going to work then. Because that one's not providing power. This is filling up, but it's not full. That's fine. And if we take a look, this should be working now. It's got a couple silicon already. This one's draining, however it's got enough to make our solarium. I hope. It's another 2 silicon. If only we could make these power share and then make the input... Well, the input wouldn't be 2 times, so we'll probably have to shape this so that... why am I pointing to the screen? So that this machine is back in the wall, and then we have the relay behind, so then that would mean we have a kind of coolish pattern going on. This has one more left to go. This has got us quite a bit of silicon, actually. Should be able to put a few more bits of the clay through. 5 more blocks. And this should be just about finished. There we go. One thing that we may want is a Yeta wrench, actually. That's the mod's wrench. I'm not sure the laser wrench is going to work, which will take some electrical steel. So we can make some of that. We have iron, and we need coal dust. So let this run through. It's going to have to go through one more time. Turn this into dust. Oh, that's the thingy making all that noise. We can turn that off right now, actually. I think it may have... No. Okay, for a second I thought it turned itself off. So, I think it can explode if it generates too much power, so we really do want that to be off. We'll probably want to get some big form of power storage at some point. That's made some coal powder, and we should be able to make some electrical steel. Okay, let us see if this works. No, okay. No, that won't work. So we will have to make the mod's wrench, which will take 3 electrical steel, so we're gonna need more coal dust. Get 5 of those, crushing. And then hopefully this will have just enough power to make enough electrical steel. So wait for that, and then I'll be back when hopefully we can make the wrench and the slice and splice. Let me just make sure there's nothing we're missing. We're going to make another chassis, some shears, and an axe. Let's quickly craft those. Some shears, some redstone, some nuggets, and some sticks, which we might... Okay, we do have enough wood for. Make an axe. There we go, and that should be everything we need for the slice and splice. Let's just take a look here. That's 3 electrical steel. That's enough for the Yeta wrench. Yeta. Just need the basic gear, which is some cobblestone and some sticks. Grab a little bit of wood. which we're just going to casually punch with a ball of stock. That's enough. I'll finish off that tree when I next go away. Let's just get this wrench done and the slice and splice. Okay, so for this we're going to need the sticks. Come on. There we go. There's the basic gear. There's the Yeta wrench, and we should have the slice and splice. We're missing the capacitor. Make the chassis. Make the slice and splice. And we should be able to hook that up over here. First off, let's pick up the alloy smelter. Now that should retain the power that is already in it, which I'm not sure whether or not it did. We can put that up there. Probably jiggle this around so we can stick in a couple more machines later. There's our slice and splice. This is going to need its own axe and shears, so those we can make. And stick in here. There we go. And all we're going to need now for the logic processor, the Z-Logic controller even, is another head, and then we're going to need one for the spawner. Are there any form of powered spawners that don't use skulls? No. No, they're not. What on earth is a spawner changer? Spawner changer can be used to manipulate the mobs that standard spawners spawn, so you can form your own spawner and then a resturbed mob spawner from extra utils too. I don't know how that works. Ender Dungeon Finder searches out the nearest spawner. It's kind of cool. And then spawner shards are found by breaking spawners, and then you can use those to create your own? No, you can just use those for the changer. Okay. So I'm going to have to go skull hunting then, I think. What else does the mod have to offer that we may want to quickly take a look at? This is a bit of a higgledy-piggledy episode. Machine size, these are all decoration blocks down here, I think. All of them? Yeah, all of those are decoration blocks, so they don't do anything. I guess that's a bit random. But okay. Travel anchors will be handy, but we don't need them at the moment. Let's see. Capacitor Bank is something we're going to want to make, so we'll make some power storage. Do that quickly. I almost feel like I'm trying to fill up time, which is weird, because if anything, I don't want to be doing that in a video that I don't want to end up being too long. Okay, that's exactly 4. And then a redstone block. Slight lagginess whenever I try and do some crafting. So this capacitor bank, actually, I'm going to stick downstairs, excuse me, behind this, if I put it over here. And then whenever this generates power, it's going to empty into here, and then this should be able to output it itself, but this will act as a secondary buffer for the generator. So this should be able to store, let's see, 1 million, and the generator stores far less than that, actually, I think. Let's see, this is losing RF a tick. Let's see if it's filling up upstairs somewhere, or if something's just a permanent drain. Let's see, this is full. Everything appears to be full. If we go back downstairs, this shouldn't be experiencing any loss anymore then. Why is it losing power? See, if I pull out the Yeta wrench and take that out, let's see if there's anything that's running out of power now. Because nothing should be running. Let's see. 9999999. Full. If I put this down, fine. Just put that in there and charge that up. There we go. That shouldn't have been losing any power then. Like, nothing's running out. Unless the coffee maker was using power somehow. But I don't think I have it hooked up. Nope, that's just full on power and not using anything. Okay, that is really weird. If you do know why that is happening, please let me know with a comment. Because it doesn't seem to have any passive drain. I'm wondering if these relays aren't working very well with the thing. Maybe it's a bit weird with the generator. The generator's sucking it back in somehow. In which case, I'm going to stick this capacitor bank upstairs. Let's see how we can do this. What we can do is reset up the system to make it look nicer. So we pick these up. Now, let me check if these retain their power. They do. Then we can take this out, drill a little hole here, and even though actually additions is cool, I do not like the laser relay. So we stick that down there. Then we can hook this back to downstairs, and then we can have our machines here. So, let's for now do alloy smelter, sag mill, slice and splice. Then, do we have any... Let's see what the power conduits are. The basic power conduit is going to take conductive iron, which is iron and redstone, so let's make a little bit of that. We're going to need 3. And then we're going to need some Conduit Binder, which is clay, gravel, and sand. All of which we should have, though I don't think we have a lot of sand. Where have I put it all? There's the sand. We're going to have to grab a bit more. This is dragging out a little bit. However, it is worth it. So let's go grab the sand. Down here. Let's see. There we go. Should be enough. Hop back up to base. Oop, there we go. So that's doing fine. Sand will go. We'll put this in the powered furnace, because that should go through there a lot faster. I don't need to cook it. What am I doing? Okay, I don't need to cook it. I need to make Conduit Binder. Okay, gravel. So what was it? Oh no. Clay and sand. There we go. There we are. Then we should have 24 Conduit Binder, which we can then stick in this furnace. I'm going to need 6. There we go. And then that there. And then we should have everything we need for the conduit. Which I have to say is a lot easier to get a hold of than the stuff from in a mod. And then what we can do is put this to output and output. And then this should get power, this should get power, and this should get power. In fact, they've managed to get that last one RF, so I think that the actually addition system may have a constant power drain in its network. It shouldn't be as much as it did take earlier, though, so I'm a bit confused by that. And then let's stick that in there. And that should also, this will do 3 at a time rather than 2 at a time, but it can only do one thing, so there's an upside and downside. Overall, though, it is faster, so this will get us more binder so we can make more stuff. Then we can make a little bit more of the conductive iron, make a load more conduits, so we can get all this hooked up. And one advantage to this is wireless power, so I do still want to use these to attach to the reactor. But that should work. Yep, everything's working. And we've reached 26 minutes already. So, what have we managed to do? We've managed to make a better furnace system, radiation proof armor, use up all of our resonating ore because I'm stupid, find out that something power drains in the Actually Edition system, make a slice and splice so that we're prepared for the future of Ender.io, and that's about it. I made that sound like I did a lot more than I've actually done, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of the Hermit Pack. I'm going to just take this off because it's a little bit annoying. Oops. For Minecraft 1.10.2. Next episode I'll try and get a lot more done. We'll probably delve more into Ender.io, maybe take a look at some other tech mods in the future as well. With Ender.io we can then get a lot more bang for our buck in regards to the amount of ingots and stuff we get from ores. We can then set up spawners, and then once we have spawners and stuff, we get some of the basic materials we're going to need to, like ender pearls, rotten flesh, wither skeleton skulls and stuff like that. We'll then be rich, except for an ores, in which case, at that point, we can then, because we're getting more ores, more ingots from our ores, make a better power generation system with deep resonance, make a quarry, and then we'll be rich. This is a bit long of an outro. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, don't forget to leave a like. If they have, then you may be able to see some more. Be sure to check out my other episodes, because this one has got to be the derpest one ever, so it probably is not the greatest look at all my content. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed. I'll see you all again next time. Bye bye. Oh, that didn't work. Well, shoot.